Cape Town is open for World Cup business.
The stadium erupts into a cacophony of sound.
Oh, that has got to be one of the great goals of the World Cup finals.
And it's all over here at the Greenpoint Stadium in Cape Town.
We're not chasing the ball, we're just moving side to side. So now if Mel, you go that way, I'm forced to play that way.
You're fighting against the stigma that women can't play football. You know, when I went to school, soccer wasn't available to me. In our architecture class, all the boys used to play football, five-a-side, and the girls got bored of watching them.
So Remarkables FC started in 2010, just off the back of the World Cup. They decided to ask one of their classmates to start coaching them, taking them through some drills, you know, showing them how to play. And that's how it sort of developed. The first coach that took them was Mark, and they named themselves Remarkables after him.
The first thing we noticed was what made us, I'm going to call us, what made us good as a team was our teamwork, in the sense that if we looked at our individual players, none of us had fancy footwork or skills, but we got to know each other really, really well, to the extent that our movements and our gelling in terms of a team worked so well that it made us extremely strong. And I think that was it built up pretty quickly, I think, for the Remarkables. And developing that bond between goals, and then just enjoying it, and then being able to have best friends within a team sport.
You did really well, those girls today. They're good players, but what we did really nicely is just kept the
We did the lateral running, so nice.
We did the lateral running really well. We passed the ball around really well, and also we looked for space. So we were making the pitch nice and big. So when everything was on this side, you did it a couple of times. Actually, you all did it, where you switched the play from one side to another. Because then everyone gets caught into this little area, and then there's all that congestion. But we did really well. Just before these other girls start, who's in for Sunday?
I might, I will check. I can't say it now because I'm going to come back and tell you.
Okay.
You're not
Okay. I'm not here. So I'll post. Maybe we won't play this weekend because there's a few of us not here. Okay. If there's enough, otherwise what I'll do is I'm going to try and organise a midweek game, potentially if you're available, against Legends Girls. Because they play Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we might do it, and next week, Thursday game. Okay, cool. Alright, well done girls.
I got involved with Remarkables around 2012. I had a background I just started working for a sports data company, literally data capturing. We used to watch football games and capture all the passes, shots, touches, things like that. And it got me interested in analysis, it got me interested in performance analysis and how you can take a group of girls who've never played before, implement certain things like video analysis, maybe a little bit of data, some feedback, different types of things that will hopefully get them to improve in a shorter space of time. Now, this year in 2017, that's evolved to the services that we provide, which is individual performance analysis for individual players. So we will go and film individual players, we'll provide a little report based on their individual actions in a game. The idea behind that is to give them exposure. A lot of the ladies haven't had a chance to see themselves play football on video or watch themselves back after a game. So, when should you be looking over your shoulder?
As soon as I turn, like there, now.
So, you know this player's on the ball.
Yeah, and I know
okay?
he's going to pass it back.
You know that he wants to get the ball to you, and how is he doing that? He's going there and then to there.
Like Alejandro.
So, when this player passes the ball to here, you can actually check your shoulder now.
That's what I did against the Bears, because I remember you like showing me a clip in that. So I started doing that against the Bears, and that's why I had like a really
good game.
That's like was also one of my best games. But it then stopped again.
Yeah, no, that was.
Josh would have taken.
That was probably your best pass out of the game, and that was perfect. Because you see what you did here again. Let's have a look.
So Bradley got it.
Bradley got it, and have a look at what you did. Watch your head. Watch your head. There.
I didn't even look for the ball.
You didn't even look at the ball. Some of the Buren girls have played in our last tournament that we did. Yep. So it's nice to have you girls back. I'm going to explain a little bit how the tournament's going to work, and we're going to run through the rules quickly.
7-year-old, 9-year-olds, that's really where you want to be starting with grassroots development in schools. Because I mean, then you all of a sudden you're going to give them the passion, you're going to give them the desire to want to play football. So if we can expose them at a very young age to football and quality coaching, especially quality coaching, then we're going to go places, and then that's how we can breed great women's football. If all the schools, and just like what we just did now with this type of tournaments, we'll definitely change the whole look and the whole feel about what grassroots football is for girls, and hopefully create the next Banyana is really where we want to go with it.
We have a total of 435,000 women players. That women's football is the third biggest women's sport in this country. And it has grown tremendously. From 2012 to today, a growth of over 200 players. It moved from 212 to 435,000.
I think it's brilliant. I think it's about time. We definitely need a women's league in South Africa, a really structured women's league in South Africa, which is professional. Despite that being a big goal for a lot of the females working in women's football, I think one of the other goals that we can't neglect, and one of the other things that we need to focus on as well, is the grassroots side of the game. It's all fine and well having a professional league, which we do want, but we need to be able to feed that professional league with players. If we don't focus on the grassroots, in 5-10 years' time, we might find a situation where we've got a professional league, but the standard of the professional league isn't good, or we don't have enough players, or we might get hurdles like that along the way.
I think only now women's football is getting recognised. There's a proper momentum now, with Sasol playing a big interest in SAFA now, realising the potential of women's football, but not even just playing like as analysts or coaches or fitness trainers or secretaries for the clubs. The more women get involved in football, it just isn't dominated by men. It's not just playing on the field.
Where do we see us in the future? We've created this community now to the extent that we're all going, when we have kids, we're going to have to start the mini team coming through. And so I think we're hoping that it will never die. I think that we're lucky enough to have Taz, who's very, very passionate. So in the future, I hope to see, when I say the same team, the same foundation of the team. Yeah.